Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is likely to be the worst and most rough and tumble race of the week, SKA Fixed at Charlotte Legends Oval. It's gonna be a bloodbath. I think this is outside of the LA Coliseum. This is one of the few times I've run the SKs on a Legends track, and first time that I've run it here at Charlotte. We are qualified 7th, massively off the pace from 1. I really got very little practice, and I'm already terrible at this, so stayed out on qualifying, figured out a little bit, but we're just going to see what happens. Gonna hope to just try to avoid contact with people and just get free spots, basically. It's the only way that I'm going to be able to move anywhere. Downshifting is a thing, so I've got to make sure that I don't do it too quickly and spin it into the corners.
Clear outside.
Also, not get run over from behind.
Right side. Clear up high.
You are never not going to be in traffic or action. 40 laps is going to be quick, but it's also going to feel like a really long time. Biggest thing for me is to also allow the car to roll the center of the corner.
The leader has just done a 14.80. That was a 15.60.
See how much faster the 6 is than I am. Just trying to hang with this group of 3. The 1 is already gone. Drag the wall slightly. I know I'm holding the 6 up, just trying to do the best I can to stay in front of him. He checks up, I got in a little too hot. A little bit of contact with the 6.
Your last lap time was a 15.
There's contact there. It's a free spot. It was the 4 center round off the bumper of the 9, I believe.
Clear.
Try to get to the 9's inside.
Outside line's clear.
That's a new fastest lap for
Not able to get out of 4 quick
Right
enough.
side.
Stay low off of him
P4.
here.
Still there. You got one right side.
Fighting hard on the inside with the 9.
Fastest lap for Gronowski, 14.73.
Still there.
This is what it's like to drive modifieds on my local short tracks.
Keep it
It's the
steady.
closest
Still
I'll
there.
get to it. So I'm trying to have fun with it.
Still there.
Thank you to the 9 for turning down into me.
Hold your line.
Gives me a
Clear
4x. Although I don't think you can get out of here without less than a 4x unless
P3.
you're avoiding everybody or you're just the one who is just miles ahead of everybody. So we're up to 3rd. 9 and the 6 are going hard with each other. I think the 9 just sent the 6 around. So the 9 could care less about safety rating, it seems like. So that's 2 cars I think he sent around, and he also got into me. I'm going to assume he's somewhere at a 4x or 12x based on that.
Your lap time was a 15.
And I'm also going to have to watch for dives out of him.
15.02.
I don't think I've got any pace for the 7. Just hoping to stay away from the 9.
That lap time was
9 laps here in
15.18. Good lap. That's your
Rookie
best in the
Legends
session.
series. I was hoping it would translate some skills. Shifting's about the only thing it's helped with.
That lap was a 15.06.
As slow as it'll be if I get into the 14s for lap times, I'll be really happy with that. And we're still not even to halfway yet.
You've just done a 15.15. The gap in front is now 1.19.
Trying not to overdrive the entries, but also pull away from the 9, which looks like we're slowly starting to do. I mean, I think this is how SK should be. There might be better small ovals to do this than this one, but this makes it a lot more fun. And
The gap
like
behind
last
is now
week where we were wide open
1.14.
almost the
That
whole
lap
time.
was a 15.
9 spins on his
0.00.
own, so now
That's your
no
quickest
pressure
lap
from
in this
behind.
session.
Got 2 lap cars ahead of the 7.
The gap in front is now 1.20.
7's clicking off even faster laps than I am. Don't think I'll be able to get to him unless something happens. Given how this race could go, anything could happen. We're about the same that last time by, at least. Just gotta keep from overdriving it. Like I said, roll the centers of the corner better. I hope he picks the pace back up. 6 is trying to work to the inside of the 13. I am just driving 3 and 4 really bad. 7 is going to work to his inside now.
The gap ahead is now 1.17.
Tried to back the corner up and it just did not work. I think it's going to be a 3rd place finish, which really isn't anything to be upset over. And we've got nobody
Jake,
behind.
halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel.
And he's the only one back. He's 4.5 back, and we're over half a lap
right
back
side.
to
Clear up high, right side.
the 1. We get into the left room, the 13.
He's still there. Clear up high.
Did not mean to do that.
Your lap time was 15.60.
The goal at this point is just to not go a lap down to the 1. He is so much faster than the rest of the field. 2 seconds back of the 7. I'd need a wreck, really.
That last lap
All
was
of a sudden start
15.34.
finding like a 10.5 every lap on him, which I don't think is going to happen.
The gap ahead is now 2.3.
I would also have to say this is probably going to be by far my worst track of the SK season. I'm just not good with anything on short flat ovals. 6 had an issue in front of the 7. I have an issue in the 3. Also slightly dragged the wall there in
The
the
gap
1.
in front is now 2.3 seconds.
7 is actually pulling away from me. Now we're not losing quite as much time to the 1. Still losing time to him, but it's not quite as bad. Just trying to take whatever positives I can out of this. So we're not really running for position, and I got a feeling that's how all these races are going to be. You know, even in a
That lap
higher
time
strength
was
field, I think the egos are going to win, and
15.06.
people are just going to be making contact left and right. So I don't think it'd be much better. I mean, I might learn more pace if I stayed in practice more, but I don't know if the quality of racing is going to be all that much
You've just
better.
done a 15.00. The gap in front is now 2.3.
Just trying to experiment with braking points, downshifting points. Makes the SK feel like a completely different car, especially compared to last week. That was not a very good lap that time. Whatever I did that lap, I do not want to do again. Trying to drive it a little bit harder, but then I feel like it doesn't allow me to roll the center quite as well. But then when I drive it slower in, I do that, and I end up a lot slower. Either way, we got 9 to go.
The gap in front is now
I don't even know how many cars
2.3.
are on the track. Looks like there's a big group. About half a lap ahead. Seems like that might be where almost everybody is. Dragging the wall again.
You've just done a 15.08.
Keeping fairly even with the 7 up until that last lap when I just didn't drive. Still got to keep my eyes peeled. The 7 is starting to catch the back of the 13.
The gap ahead is now
Drove the entry to
2.6.
3 there. Just got to keep my eyes peeled in case somebody does get turned. Not saying 4 positions just to avoid it. Got 5 to go. I feel like quicker downshifts seem to help, but then at the same time, can't do it too quick
That
and
was
have it kick the rear end around.
15.09.
Push a little wide there out of turn 2. 7 does work around the 13. 2 cars up ahead that we likely are not going to get to before the end of the race are both lap cars as I
To
overlap
shoot
turn
left.
1 and 2.
Come on, you're looking good for a podium. That lap was
2
at
to go. When we cross
15.24.
the line,
The gap in front is now 3.0.
it's like we are catching both of them, and I'm perfectly fine with just sitting behind them. Not
Okay,
pushing
Jake,
the issue.
one more to go. Keep it
Third
together,
place
we'll be on
is
the podium. That lap
almost
was
where I
at
was supposed to finish, and far better
15.14.
than what I expected given starting 7th. Here's the white flag.
Last lap, bring it on home.
13
Coming
goes
up on
wide,
your-
so we're just going to stay to the inside,
Clear high.
get by him, and sit behind the 6. Third place. I guess, and the results is going to look good. Obviously, was
Great drive,
never
that's a
remotely in
podium.
the zip code of the 1 or the 7. 4X, I guess that's about as good as it was going to be, in all honesty. It probably would have been a lot worse in other races, so can't be too unhappy there. Let's get the overlay off. Tires 98, 96. I don't even know what's good tire wear. Only 3 of us on the lead lap. 10 ended up finishing in 4th. One celebrates his victory. The 9 had 17 incident points, so he finishes in 10th after DQing from incident points. So yeah, that kind of tells you the tale. Let's see, the 11 and the 3 both did not run the race. No, the 3, 5, 11, and 12 all did not run the race. And the 1 was the only one that not get instant points. So everybody else in the field got at least 4x or 1x. Looks like the 8 with the second lowest. So yeah, that kind of tells you what it's going to be like. I looked at the first race of the week, and unless you were the leader, it was pretty hefty. So it's could potentially be a pretty big safety rating killer. That's why I just kind of wanted to get it out of the way, give myself the rest of the week to rebuild the safety rating. Full works should drop me a little bit, but not anything too bad. Let's take a look at what happened there. There goes with the 9. Watch it from behind, and then so let's go up with the 9, I think. See what he does to the 2. Yeah, so, alright, there's the moment. I won't way too far behind. So, 9's about even with the 2. I think that was the 2, right? No. Yes. No, 4. Sorry. And he's just going to get in. I don't know, like, I'm not really 100% sure. Like, I don't know if he's trying to cut it in. If he's trying to cut it in, that's way too early to do it. He's got to be, like, cutting it here instead of here. And then, like, I don't know if he got off the brakes and rolled it or what, but he just drives straight in the back of the 4 and puts him around. So that allows the 7 to get by. So I got the 6 behind me. So, trying to work up. Get to the inside of the 9 there. I don't think we made contact. If we did, it was very, very minor. I know that's not what the 4X was from. Working the inside of here. We're going to go side by side. He gets a little bit of a run down the front stretch. Just keeping it glued to the white line. I think the contact should come up in the next corner too. So it was Netcode, it looks like, actually, that gets us. I don't think he ever touched us. I mean, I'm working it inside. I got the line. I'm trying not to push it out as much as I can. Yeah, it was Netcode that got us, in all honesty. I mean, I'm coming up, but I also can't ride the line much more than I did. So when we went into the corner, I'm at his numbers, basically. Just on the brakes, trying to get to the inside as best as I can, but to keep momentum up. I don't know. I mean, that's to me, it feels like a racing incident. I don't think either one of us really did all that much wrong. So as bad as the 9 was, I don't think I can really fault him for that one. Like I said, I ended up actually being that code that gave us the 4x. Probably would have made contact. And in all honesty, I probably would have gotten the bad end of it. So I guess it's a good thing that it was netcode and it didn't spin me around. Sucks to get the 4x, but we're just both fighting for the same spot on the track. He was trying to pinch me down as much as I could. I just didn't quite get slow enough. I was trying to keep even with him to try to hopefully get a run out of the corner. So I can't really get all that upset with him on that one. Obviously, the 4 could have a little more beef. And then let's see what happens with the 6. Because I think he ends up sending the 6 around. So I'm pulling away. 6 is going to dive it in. Kind of scares him up. Nah, it's not so much on the 9 either. So let's watch this back in again. This one to me is going to look a lot different because that dive's going to start up here. So he's, half a car length to almost a full car length back at this point. The 9 gets himself gathers, takes a late entry. The 6 sees the hole, tries to shoot for the extreme inside. Gets on the brakes, turns, slides it a little bit, gets off the brakes, starts to roll the thing. He's actually working left sides in the grass, which wouldn't be surprised if that was a 1x, given how far he was inside, but maybe not. So he's working the inside, and then just starts trying to go, and either rubs the left rear, gets the car loose, getting on the throttle, and then rubs the left rear, and then it's just a slow spin. So 2 out of the 3 contact points really aren't the 9's fault. One's a racing deal, the other one, I put that one on the 6, and then obviously the deal with the 4, yeah, he just, I don't know what he was doing, but he just got in the back of him and turned around. So I don't know what his other, that would probably put him at 12x, I think. So the other 5, I don't really know what those are all about. Those might have been served. I don't know. Not going to look at it, but yeah, that's going to be my attempt at Charlotte Legends Oval. The SK fixed. Probably should have practiced a lot more. Maybe could have been better. I don't think I would add anything for the 1. He's just always quick in these things. So, great win by him. Overall, I'm really not unhappy with the 3rd and really not unhappy with 4x. That's about the best I could have expected to do. So, especially qualified middle pack. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed that one. We'll get to some bigger tracks, even if they're short tracks, the rest of the week going forward. And hopefully, can get some at least positive runs. Modifieds position-wise were decent finishes, so can't be too unhappy with that this week. Good way to start off and try to keep the momentum up. So, till the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.